Oh yeah, yeah. This nigga literally went to. So when I first heard this, and they was like, "Oh, he went to Dr. Miami." I thought they was just saying that. Like I thought they was just clowning. Bro, this nigga real life went to Dr. Miami, bro. He real life went to Dr. Miami. Now I'm not saying Dr. Miami don't know what he's doing, but I just feel like you went to a doctor that's known for doing ass to get your fucking nose done. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing, man?
I wake up to the sound of the same old clock. Tick tock, tick tock, it never stops.
What do you do when the grift stops working? What do you do when the grift come back to bite you in the ass? When the machine that you spend your livelihood building becomes too big for you to maintain? And then what do you do when that machine sets its sights on you? These are all questions I'm sure Clavicular has been asking himself the last week or so. If y'all ain't heard, this boy done went and got a nose job, and god damn, but look, I ain't saying nothing wrong with getting a nose job, but y'all gotta understand, this motherfucker done built a career off of shaming other people based on the way that they look and telling them, oh, this why you ugly and why you'll never be more than a sub 5 and all that. And now that same community that he built by bashing other people based on their looks, now they fucking turned their ammo on him. And oh, bro, he is not having a good time, yo. And it's just crazy to me that you would think that a motherfucker that talk this much cold cash to people about, you know, looks maxing and, you know, all the incel soy boys label you the king of the looks maxers. You would think it would be somebody with more self-confidence and moxie than what this motherfucker. I don't know, bro. Y'all be picking the weirdest niggas to represent y'all. I'm just saying. And see, this is the biggest issue with Clavicular, and really all of these like incel, red pill minded type of dudes is that y'all think just having looks is the key to everything in life. I mean, I don't know. Y'all brains only be concerned about women, but even if we just talking about women, bro, you need a fucking personality behind that. You need to be able to bring something to the table, nigga. What kind of person are you? Are you actually actively trying to change and better yourself and get better in your life and learn new things every day? Or are you just stuck in your ways and think you know everything at 24, 25 when you really ain't even got shit to show that shows that? You can't bypass all these steps and just think, oh yeah, if I fucking, bro, he was resorting to dumbass shit like, bro, he was doing meth. I don't know if he was doing that shit to lose weight or what. He was fucking taking hammers and cracking himself all in the damn face. Bro, this motherfucker was doing wild shit in the name of trying to looks max. All for thinking that this shit was gonna get him some pussy, bro. Dog, what are you doing? So with all that said, we're gonna tap in with Omeezy again. Looks maxing couldn't save Clavicular. God damn. What a tragedy. Let's take off.
Bonjour. I'm American, so I don't really speak. You speak English? Well, you look very beautiful. What are you guys up to later tonight? A restaurant. You don't want to spice it up a little bit and hit like a club or something? Not tonight? Nope. All good. Well, I hope you guys enjoy your dinner.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Take care of yourself. Yeah, it wasn't feeling it, so I just...
No game. Look, this man pull up in the sleeveless shirt, all fucking decked out with the mic, got the cameraman following him, pull up on two shorties and think you finna score a bucket. Try again. And see, what the problem is that there's always a conservative woman out there that's willing to be subservient to a fucking loser like this, so that when they run across like real women or just people in general with common sense that oppose this like natural attitude or this fucking weird energy that they don't perceive as weird because they have zero self-awareness, they think something is wrong with the other people, when in reality, you the fucking weirdo.
Clavicular. Don't look me up though. I could...
Are you famous?
Yeah.
They laughing at you, dog.
Have a good time in Paris. I hope you will enjoy it.
All right, take care of yourself.
She say, have a good time in Paris.
Chin music.
Damn, boy.
Bye.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute, that's Clavicular? He looks like yo.
Let's count the bricks in this video. That was 2 plus them 4. We had 6 bricks already. We might be able to build a whole goddamn apartment complex before we end this shit. We might be able to fucking solve homelessness before this video over with.
young Sheldon in the face. Ah, hell nah. The thing I like about all these experts that exist on the internet is when they go outside and interact with people in real life. When you're saying things to a phone screen, a camera, or a computer screen with nobody giving you any pushback or real world feedback on the advice that you have or things that you say, you can get off whatever that you want. And that's why this whole Clavicular situation is so interesting. He's built this brand off of looks being the ultimate cheat code to life. But recently, everything that was supposed to prove that this philosophy was correct and that he should be the go-to guy to listen to has actually been making him look worse. His plastic surgeries get him mocked by his own fans. His confidence seems to be shaken on—
Bro, look at his fucking nose, man. Listen, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with getting a nose job, but like I said, bro, if you're gonna be the guy that's walking around talking shit, bro, you can't do shit like this, bro. You showing your hand. You can't be talking shit and then showing your weaknesses, family. You telling me you got insecurities and you out here shitting on other people for being normal, for not looking like Vogue models? Like, come on, man. If he is not the personification of projection, I don't know what he is.
On stream. And now in Paris, his trip that he's taking is exposing the biggest problem with this whole image. Real life does not always reward clout like the internet does. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely not. Clout shit. Once you get outside of these screens and keyboards, bro, I promise you, nobody give a fuck about that little bit of clout you got on the goddamn internet, whatever social media, bro. I promise you. You know what clout get you in real life? Clout. And if you keep playing, that's what clout gets you in real life.
Grab your mirror.
Oh, Moggs. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right?
Way better, yeah.
Look at that. You can see the difference now, one side and the other.
I like it.
Yeah, and this is swollen.
Yeah, I can tell.
There, so that will go away.
Way better. Moggs pretty hard.
Looks maxing may not be a new concept or conversation, but it seems as though Clavicular is taking it to an entire new level. I think most people agree with the concept that, hey, maybe doing a little bit of push-ups, maybe doing a little bit of sit-ups, maybe cutting your hair, a new
regular
outfit
shit
as a way to make yourself more presentable for the world is a perfectly fine way to go about, you know, looks maxing or being more desirable to the person that you're trying to attract. And then in pops Clavicular, somebody that we've been following for the past couple of months, God knows why, probably because it's been force-fed down our timelines. Seeing his looks maxing journey, from weightlifting to peptides to taking literal drugs, and I'm talking about, you know, illegal drugs in order to make his jawline look a certain way or make him not want to eat, to even putting an actual hammer to his face. Clavicular is
what I tell y'all, bro.
This nigga's retarded.
I told y'all, bro, this nigga, he real life smashing himself in the face with a hammer, bro. Shed tools, bro. Hardware tools, bro. This man went to the hardware store in search of beauty products. Get that through your fucking head.
Some of the most extreme things in the world when it comes to changing his physical appearance. And I will say it's had a bunch of different mixed receptions and reviews, but this one that he's doing now, this surgery kick that he's on, is totally, and I mean totally, not accepted by anybody in his community or beyond.
Michael Jackson just tipped $2. There's a Greek tragedy to this, a man of vanity who earned his riches pursuing beauty, and those same riches botched him in pursuit of more beauty.
Well, I obviously ascended, and everyone's gonna know it soon. I'll be vindicated and have the last laugh. I'll have the last laugh over all these fuckers. Give it like—
You know what's wild? His chat really is a bunch of fucking losers, but this is the chat that he built. It was cool when they was doing all of this same shit to other people, but now that they're doing it to him, like, it ain't funny no more. Talk about the rabbit getting the gun, bro. This shit ain't funny now, is it?
Another couple of days when I'm in Paris Fashion Week, mogging to death. That'll be very, very easy. Don't even worry about it. All right, don't even worry about it.
It's not inherently about the surgery itself. I think people can identify that, hey, there might be some use cases for a surgery, but it's this continued endeavor to do the extreme thing over and over again in order to improve your appearance. I think it shows more of an insecurity about Clavicular. This chase for self-improvement when you're never finished gets to the point where you're willing to go underneath the knife. This is why you even have some of his fans in his own chat making fun of him and cracking jokes on him. Because now it seems as though, one, he looks like young Sheldon, but two, he's never satisfied with the way that he looks.
Dr. Miami just tipped $3. Clavicular, I hope you are enjoying your new nose. I designed it to look like Gandhi. One question, why go to a butt doctor for a nose job? Giga Jester.
I can't.
Oh, yeah. This nigga literally went to... So when I first heard this, they was like, oh, he went to Dr. Miami. I thought they was just saying that. Like, I thought they was just clowning. Bro, this nigga real life went to Dr. Miami, bro. he real life went to Dr. Miami. Now I'm not saying Dr. Miami don't know what he's doing, but I just feel like you went to a doctor that's known for doing ass to get your fucking nose done. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing, man?
I can't. I do not even want to stream. Do not make fun of me. It's almost done recovering. Do not make fun of me. All right, please, please, do not make fun of me. Please, 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 please.
Rabbi
Look at him beg. Look at him beg like a
just tip
bitch.
$2. Hello, Braden. Good to see you are transitioning into a Jew more and more every day, including the no love from Tel Aviv.
I hate this fucking. This
And
is the
his
worst
shit
job ever.
crooked.
I hate
The
it.
more it's healing, the more crooked that shit look on one side.
I hate doing this. This is why I don't stream.
Shop just tipped $2. Bro looks like Family Guy. It's over Clav, you are a joke. Dylan Latham took your legacy. It's over Chud Boy, you're lacy maxing.
I think it's fair to say that he's clearly self-conscious about his looks, not just because he's
Oh,
getting
no
these
doubt.
surgeries, which of course is a clear indicator, but also due to the fact that when these people joke with him or poke and prod at all these surgeries, he's getting offended. Even when somebody goes and makes a clearly fake Dr. Miami account and sends him a TTS message about how he made his nose, he still feels like it's just not good enough, or he feels ugly, or he feels like this is hurting him to the point where he's saying like, yo, this is not the job for
This nigga's problem is that he's searching for validation outside of himself. This nigga don't know who he is. He don't know what he is. And that's a big reason why this shit is making him crumble, bro. Because it's really not even that big of a deal. He got a nose job. People are gonna say shit regardless of whether it was the best nose job in the world or the worst. The fact that he's harping so much on it is why people are, you know what I'm saying? That's why the fact that they know it's getting to him and they see on stream, oh, this shit's clearly, this motherfucker look like he about to cry on stream. Bro, obviously they gonna dogpile on you. So you just making yourself a infinite content farm. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm tripping, but hey, listen. I ain't pulling no punches. I'm not mad that this nigga's getting this type of treatment because hey, it was cool when it was other people, but now the shit all of a sudden, I guess it ain't funny.
me, etc., etc. This is the same audience that praised him for being attractive, thanked him for putting them on the path of getting their own looks in order, and said that, you know, you're one of the more better looking guys on the internet. Now they have turned heel on him and are saying, yo, you look like a doofy for going under the knife for ultimately the attraction of men. Because let's be clear, Clavicular has a girlfriend, and even his girlfriend thinks that this is a pointless surgery.
I'm so annoyed at you.
For what?
You didn't need this.
Yeah, but I wanted it.
Bro, even your girl telling you didn't need to do this dumbass shit. See, when it's beyond that point, like, bro, you have a girl and she's telling you, hey, like, I like you the way you are. You don't have to do this shit. At that point, you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing this to try to validate a fucking mass of shallow idiots who don't even have any understanding of their own self, their own ideas of what they like and dislike. They just like what the internet tells them to like, and because you don't fit that, you've lost all sense of identity. Even when the people in your close circle, the people who are directly a part of your real life support system are telling you, hey, you good enough the way you are, you still over here like, nah, but these niggas say, which again, all of these issues in and of themselves are not like a problem or an issue, so to speak. But if you try to present as this impenetrable, oh yeah, I'm tough, I got no insecurities, there's no chinks in my armor, you can't get upset or start getting butthurt when people start attacking what turn out to be your real insecurities, dog. Like, you ain't gotta do that, yo. You ain't gotta act tough and be this macho man 24/7, got it all figured out all the time, bro. You ain't gotta be like that, bro. Just be yourself. I ain't gonna say be yourself because this nigga's a dickhead, but just be chill, bro. Like, you ain't gotta do all this shit.
Well,
That looks so painful.
could always
That's
look
gonna hurt.
better.
You could always look better.
Correct. This looks maxing.
This right here is the problem with looks maxing culture. It's supposed to be something that's supposed to make you more confident, but the scale starts tipping. Now you're constantly being rated by yourself and others. You're being measured, you're being compared.
Other men most of the time. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying this is a whole demographic of men that claim to be straight and not with that shit. But they rating other men all day. Are my eyes proportional with my chin and my jawbones and my cheekbones? Am I mogging, bruh? It's like, yeah, bro, this is so straight.
By yourself and others. You're being measured, you're being compared, you're being picked apart. And before you know it, you're doing something super duper extreme in order to get your looks in order. And it may not always be as extreme as surgery. I think those extreme diets where you're only eating 2 dates a day falls in that same category, just on a different end of the spectrum. That wasn't supposed to be the thing about Clavicular. Clavicular propped himself up as a guy who beat the system, but now he just looks like somebody that's trapped inside of it. But it's okay though, because we weren't supposed to be the end all be all judges of this. He was supposed to go to where fashion and model culture and looks maxing is supposed to thrive. He was going to Paris to get validation from Paris Fashion Week and from the more conventionally attractive people over in Paris. But what happens when you get over to Paris and it still doesn't work out?
And they don't fuck with you, cuz. What do you do?
Yeah,
Let's
but
see.
the friend's coming with him.
All right. Well,
Your loss.
yeah, we'll let you guys have a good day.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Fuck, that's sad. We'll just hand out the rest of them.
Go.
Listen, I always say I have the worst game, so I don't claim to ever be something.
We know this. We know this. And that's the thing. Clav looks ain't gonna fix that, bruh.
I'm not a fucking pickup artist. I'm a fucking autist. You know, I'll tell you everything you need to know about looks maxing, but going up to chicks, not my specialty whatsoever.
Okay, then I'll teach you, because French girls are different also, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
In Miami, you go up, you say, hey, slut, you want to fuck? And it works.
Yeah, here it doesn't work like
This is how they talk about women and are so confused as to why the fuck they can't get no type of play. Like, dog, this is crazy. This is just shit is dystopian.
Well, for me at least.
Clavicular is not working for you. The funniest thing about all this is that it's not just the awkwardness of the interaction. It's the fact that Clavicular even looks confused that there is some sort of awkwardness. Like, he's thinking that all the things that he's planned and worked for and thought about and works where he's normally from should just work universally everywhere. He's out there talking as if his presence of just existing should just be enough for people. Like, these people are just supposed to know who he is, but he's finding out in real time that in Paris, and I would presume in other places, that American live streaming room shit that he be getting off, that shit don't work. These women don't care about your online lore. They don't care about your fan base. They don't care about the fact that you're clavicular. This is where that whole looks maxing ideology that he keeps preaching becomes shaky. Not only does it put you in this constant loop of changing your body to better yourself, even to the tune of going underneath the knife, but it's also not being shown in real time that it's giving you the access in which people claim it's supposed to. So what are you supposed to do when the access isn't there? Naturally, you'd probably rely on things that, I don't know, don't have anything to do with your looks, maybe your personality, your wit, your charm, all these other things. But that's not what looks maxing preaches. See, the internet can convince you that you're some sort of handsome Squidward type feature because the chat spams these edits, your fans call you a mogger, but real life is much, much, much colder than this. People don't actually care about these things. Now, you would think that Clavicular would take a different approach once he found out that these women of Paris weren't buying his shtick, but no, he doubled down. And quickly, it wasn't just the women of Paris, but Paris in and of itself showed him, nah, gang, we don't rock with that.
Oh, do we got more bricks coming? Let me get ready.
Yeah, get out of here. Bro, be safe. Yeah, this is interesting demographics, I'll say that. Paris ain't safe, bro. Fuck this shit. Yeah, this is not safe. Bro, why is it so fucking ghetto here? Like, what is this? The most.
And who, you know what? I want to know who the fuck is this Terry Crews meat pack head looking ass, man. You know what? Let me tone it down. I really gotta chill. But who is this raccoon right here that is following Clavicular and by the looks of things serving as a mode of protection for this motherfucker? Do you hear how he's talking about? As soon as y'all got around some colorful, everything was cool. As soon as y'all got around a little bit of color, sauce, and flavor, now all of a sudden out there, bro, this shit's too ghetto, bro. Out there, the demographic in Paris, dude. And you ain't even get around that much damn color. You passed through the damn color.
Nah, gang.
You took a couple steps past the color. And now you back in the salt sea. You back in the sea full of salt water.
Yeah, get out of here.
And you
Bro,
bitching.
Be safe. Yeah, this is
Man, fuck this nigga, man.
the most ghetto shit ever. Just the thing is, people are already fighting like just randomly on their own. So that shit turns into a brawl quickly.
Monsieur Clavicular, you look like a petite baby. You know, walking around with bodyguards usually means that you are important, or at least it gives off that appearance, but not here. In this case, it almost did the opposite. Look at Clavicular's eyes in this situation as he
This
walks
nigga
around.
is spooked. He terrified, man. Come on, bro. This is not a real man. I know this cannot be the person that y'all look up to. You know what I'm saying? If you were incel, soy boy, red pill guy, right? How do you look at somebody like this and be like, yeah, this is a guy that walks around with confidence. This is a man that's sure of himself. This motherfucker can't even walk through a crowd without damn near throwing up and feeling like, oh, I gotta run away. And this nigga, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm ODing because I just don't fucking like this nigga. But I know y'all get what I'm saying.
Nervous. The whole thing feels forced, like he's trying to create this celebrity type image. And based off of the reception that the citizens are giving him, they don't really give a shit about nothing that he's got going on. And based off of people flipping him off and throwing water on him and just the general nasty stares and looks that he got, this isn't Clavicular taking over Paris. This is more like people want you gone. You look like an annoying douchebag. We really don't care about who you are. And you need to get up out of here fast. And to be fair, he does look very, very uncomfortable. Like that part is totally understandable. When random people are antagonizing you and being hostile towards you in a foreign city, it's not necessarily funny at the moment. But it also exposes this gap between this
I can get that. I get that.
persona and confidence that Clavicular has.
But you did it to yourself, so.
And the internet people that he expects to care about him because he's done so much work to, you know, fix his body up right and to look a certain way. See, online, Clav can control the room. He can talk over the chat. He can turn criticism into content. But in Paris, he can't control the environment. The women are leaving. The locals react. The streets don't really give a damn about this guy walking through with this big black guy and a camera person. And suddenly the whole looks maxing God thing feels very, very fragile. Now he's running to the internet being full on delusional based off of his whole Paris experience. In a quote, he says, "I thought I did something wrong to upset people in France, but it turns out the French are impolite shitbags. Girls from the US are a lot more attractive than EU, simply because the gene pool was..."
Whoa.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut up.
Can't agree with you on that one, boss.
was devastated during World War II. All the good genes died in war, while the physically unfit stayed back and reproduced. So I'm going to offer my looks maxing course 50% off to the French because not only
these niggas just be spouting the stupidest rhetoric.
only do they need it, but they also can't afford it at full ticket. So let me get this straight. You get rejected because you look like somebody tried to sculpt you in clay and messed up several times. And now all of a sudden the French women are the rudest because they don't want to, I don't know, deal with a guy that puts hammers to his face, does drugs, says the most insane things, just has this weird aura around him, chasing skirts with a cameraman behind him. You give off douchebag energy and they're supposed to bend the knee for you. That's what we're supposed to believe. Get the fuck out of here. This is where the whole mask starts to slip, in my opinion. Instead of Clavicular saying, yo, Paris humbled me, gang, I probably got to change my approach to this whole situation, do something different, push a bunch of different narratives. Instead of doing that, Clavicular went ahead.
There was nothing in my drink. I ran out of drink. Fuck.
And just threw everybody underneath the bus. Because it wasn't him. It's not him. It's this entire place and space that's got him fucked up. This is why I am anti-looks maxing, at least the way that the movement has been, you know, pushed in the past couple years. It's shifted from, hey, I have to prioritize and focus on what makes me better from a holistic standpoint, and has gone straight to the looks of it all. And maybe it's because the looks of it all is so easily accessible that, you know, you can pay your way into it. But ultimately, when the looks aren't everything and it's falling apart in real time, just like it was doing it for Clavicular, it's not that, hey, maybe I need to work on myself. Maybe it's my personality. Maybe it's my humility. Maybe it's
you.
All these other
it's
things.
somebody else is the problem.
Hey, these women are lower quality. It's not about me. This country is worse. You know, they don't understand.
See what was I saying earlier, bro? These niggas are so fucked up when they run across normal people. They think we're the problem. They think it's us. They think it's the women. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with this woman because she doesn't like me berating her and telling her that she should love me because I'm just simply present. Like, bruh, they genuinely don't understand why that's weird.
what they're looking at. This is a 10 God Mog Max. It's amazing, and this isn't a shot at America because we live here. Shouts out to the USA as we take on England in the World Cup. But America's not like this picture perfect environment when it comes to fitness. It's amazing, and this isn't a shot at America. They're looking at. This is a 10 God Mog Max. It's amazing, and this isn't a shot at America because we live here. Shouts out to the USA as we take on England in the World Cup. But America's not like this picture perfect environment when it comes to fitness and health and all this other stuff like that. He went to Paris Fashion Week where it's supposed to be the top of the top and cream of the crop when it comes to looks. So now I'm more inclined to believe he's not even making real observations. He's just grasping for whatever straws so he can make the rejection feel less than what it actually is. And so now, and this is a part of the teachings of Clavicular and some of the other looks maxing community, because we aren't getting our way, we're back to this ranking thing. Everything is ranked like a product. Everything is graded on this scale, et cetera, et cetera. And when you don't get the validation that you don't like deserve, at least that you think you deserve, now you're looking to process it in a totally bad way, put them on a ranking scale, use that ranking scale as cope to even like put them on a lower ranking scale than mathematically they should be. Like, all things considered,
you know what these niggas rankings are like? For any of my football fans out there, these niggas, their opinions on women are like PFF rankings. Like, they're major, they're talked about all over the place, but they literally have no fucking bearing on nothing. The women don't give a fuck. The other men who they mad at because that's who the women choose to be with, they don't give a fuck. Like, nobody gives a shit except for these losers, bro.
You were at the time that you were in should be higher ranked than the American women, but you're being obtuse because you're not getting your way. And so Clavicular never actually questions his mindset in it all. He just kind of doubles down in this thing that only works on the internet. And I guess it makes sense because you're going to spend 90% of the time back behind your computer desk anyway, right? So like, who really gives a shit?
That's where he lives.
Work IRL, as long as you can sell somebody on the fact that it does work. I think the reason why this whole Paris situation hit the hardest to me is because, I mean, for what it's worth, people were already questioning Clavicular's looks. They were looking at him sideways. They were questioning the ideology. But when he put it to the actual test, it only gave more proof as to why, you know, it doesn't work. The Paris trip just gave it a new stage to prove that it didn't work. Clavicular's recent downfall is not that he got rejected in Paris or clowned for the surgery. The bigger issue is that he built this whole identity and the idea that looks equal power. But recently, the more he chases this power, the less powerful he actually looks in it. Paris was supposed to be proof that what he was doing was working, right? All of the drugs, all of the hammers, all of the going under the knife. People in his chat, in his community, in the States didn't understand it all. So he was gonna go to a place in space where they were going to truly appreciate it. And in reality, they just didn't. Why? Because clout doesn't automatically mean some sort of attraction. The security didn't make him look untouchable. It actually made him look uncomfortable. And his surgeries didn't silence the criticism.
That shit made him look corny as a fuck. Oh, that's what it made him look, bro.
It actually gave the audience new material to laugh at. And the saddest part about it is that this same culture that rewards him for judging all these people is now judging him harshly. That's the real story is. The foundation and lifestyle that Clavicular has built is now the one that is actively breaking him down. And I know he can't handle it. Ultimately, he'll probably go back under the knife of a Dr. Miami to get another nose job and then be on this perpetual cycle. That whole looks maxing shit for validation was so overblown anyway. And I know that most people weren't doing it in the fashion that they were, but I think this should just be a warning sign for anybody looking to do it in the future. I promise you, it does not yield the results that you think it does. You look really, really silly doing it. I'm not gonna lie. You look really, really silly, and that confidence only exists on the internet.
That's a fact, man. Hey, look, bro. Just leave this looks max and shit alone, bro. That's all I can say to you. Leave this looks max and shit alone. Stop listening to these motherfucking creators that you see have no proof of this, like, overly confident lifestyle, that they don't have no fruits to show you what, you know what I'm saying, that hey, what I'm doing works, bro. Stop thinking that these motherfuckers just got the gospel tucked away in the chamber. Stop. But that's where Clavicular's at right now, bro. Like I say, this man is not having a good time. His own chat, his own community that he built is now the same fucking entity that is demoralizing his ass right now, bro. That man's curled up in the fetal position crying like a hoe right now. But that's gonna be all for this video. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in this video. One love. It's made.